The NHS really needs to get its act together. So much about the NHS is about control, and right down to whether or not you have access to your files, right down to the extraordinarily patronising attitude that some staff can take to you. You know, I'm the doctor, I'm the professional here. Well, maybe, but we are the people going through the ill health. We are the people often who have the knowledge. And the story about Dr. Kavanagh, a blind individual, Dr. Amy Kavanagh, who's blind, who's visiting the West Middlesex University Hospital with her dog and her poorly baby, uh, who was stopped by the security guard shouting, "No dogs." It's simply appalling, and patients and staff had to intervene to help her. It shouldn't be necessary. It doesn't matter whether these security staff are controlled by a third party or directed by the NHS. It really doesn't matter. Um, in the end, it's all about the image of control which the NHS tries to promote, which is failing because it can't control itself. And it simply comes across as bullying and oppressive and evasive, and we need to stop that. I think if we're going to reform the NHS, which we have to, we should start with the ethos. And the ethos which has developed over the last few years, particularly as the system has started so noticeably to collapse, is one of bullying and one of oppression and one of evasion and one of inaccessibility. And that all needs to change. And it needs to change now. That is something that can be done immediately, because it's really a matter of attitude rather than a matter of money, and it needs to happen with immediate effect. And it needs to happen all the way through the system, right the way down to answering the telephone in the doctor's surgery. And it's the tone of those telephone calls which is so oppressive. It's not only that people find it very difficult to get a doctor's appointment, it's that actually going through that process at 8 o'clock in the morning to try and book an appointment, because they will not book an appointment in advance, is so mind-numbingly oppressive and exhausting. And the various messages relayed on the line while you're waiting. All of that is unnecessary. We need an accessible, and we need a positive NHS that cares for the people rather than considers that task a burden.